too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, for Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
Mayfield on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And right side, Henry's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game. That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now it brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw, Mayfield to Barkley on the check down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
A toss play. Here's Perine. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Detroit!
An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Raiders. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Set, 3-19. 3-19.
A first down carry for Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Working out of the gun. Mayfield buying time to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This one up to the 26. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll make it third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Keeps himself up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield on play action. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gone. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Patriot! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! No, check. Patriot! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
On 3rd down, Barkley, a little juke, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. Gone. Watch him now, Barney.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Evans has it left side. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
The pitch goes to Barkley, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Gone! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go!
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DeAndre Hall. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And a man to bring him down was Cyrus Jones.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Leopard!
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now a run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want to.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3-19. Watch him now, Barney.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Mayfield looks to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Green 39! Green 39!
To throw, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of fat.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And now the Raiders will face an important two-point conversion attempt here. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Short game, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down now, but that clock rolling. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Over! 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 Now let's go!
Mayfield. Flush to his right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Mayfield to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This will be from 53 for the win. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Oakland, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at